told that my beard gets me, at least for the evening, an honorary membership. I'm a bastard tonight. Thank you. Yes, so join me later. I was going to do some stage diving, but I figured that would end badly for the people that were unlucky enough to be involved in that. But seriously, thank you for coming out here on the night before Thanksgiving when you could be at home getting ready for the holiday and with your family. So it's just a real honor to be here. And I have a big list of thank yous, so bear with me while I work through this because a lot of people have been involved to get this event together. So I personally, in my campaign, would like to thank Ben, Scott, and Pierce at Gray Area Productions. Thank you very much. The badass poster. They actually made my face look cool, which is no small accomplishment. And of course, I'd like to thank the Rex Theater, this amazing venue, hosting it today. And of course, the very talented Jason, who is not an ace banjo player, but also I know a guy that put a lot of work into this event. So thank you for that. Mike Hickey, Jacob Ferry Stragglers, the Rents, Chet Vincent and the Big Band, and of course the group that I belong to, the Bastard Bearded Irishmen, and of course Music Night on Jupiter. So thank you all for being involved in that. And I also want to thank my own campaign staff, Ryan, Lydia, everyone that has made this, been just following me. My lovely wife, Giselle, is she going to come up and join me? Giselle? Hello? No? Okay. Oh yes, here she comes, the lovely Giselle. Woohoo! Yes. So at any rate, a lot of people ask me, so John, hey, honey. So a lot of people ask me, John, why are you running for the United States Senate? And I said, well, I think the core reason why I'm doing it is because I want to have an impact on issues that I can't as a small town mayor. I've been in Braddock now for 14 years. We've done a lot of great things, but at the end of the day, there are a lot of important issues that I really care about. And I think the reason why I'm running is the same reason why I ran for mayor. My quick biography, if you will. I grew up in a comfortable house. I was lucky. The random lottery of my birth put me in a very comfortable upper middle class family where I never had to worry about where my meals were coming from or if we had heat on, and I got to go to college. All these things that I was just lucky. And I was going to business school, and in my second semester, my best friend was coming over to my house to pick me up to go to the gym, and he was killed in a car crash. And I just really couldn't process it. I was 23 at the time, and it's my first real brush with death. And so out of that point, I wanted to do something, and I joined Big Brothers. And I was matched with a little 8-year-old boy whose father had just died of AIDS, and his mother was just about to die from AIDS. And that really just rocked my whole world because I had never seen that kind of disparity up close and personal like that. At that point, I knew I couldn't go on and live my life the way I had planned to, so I immediately quit my job and I moved to the great city of Pittsburgh. And this was 1995, and I joined AmeriCorps. If anyone's here, ever heard of AmeriCorps? AmeriCorps, rock on. I worked for 2 years in the Hill District, and I set up computer labs, and I taught GED classes, and I helped young parents get their help get their lives back on track. And you had young people that just grew up without any support and from really challenging circumstances, and they would come in reading at the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade level. And really, what opportunity do you have in life when so much of that has been taken from you like that? And at that point, I knew this is the place where I wanted to be. So I went back to graduate school and got a master's in public policy, and I really wanted to formulate something that wove business, social work, and public policy together. And at that point, in 2000, I was offered the chance to come to Braddock and set up a similar program. And that's exactly what I did. So I've been there for 14 years, and we were off to a great start in Braddock. And for those first several years, we got a lot of kids their GEDs, helped get a lot of people straightened out. But 2 of my students got gunned down in a short period of time. And I wanted to change that. I wanted to put a stop to that. And I can't do that as a program director, so I ran for mayor. And after running for mayor, I won that first election by one single vote. And for anyone that says that your vote doesn't count, well, if one less person didn't vote for me that night, including myself, I wouldn't be standing in front of you on this stage tonight. It changed the entire trajectory of my life. Thank you. And I find myself in that similar situation now. 10 years later, there's a lot of issues that I care about now that I really want to have a greater impact on. Whether that's inequality, whether that's the fight for $15 an hour living wage, whether that's the environment, whether that is legalizing marijuana, whether that is LGBT rights, all these great issues. Like, I mean, can anybody live on $8.50 an hour? No. So why do we pretend that families can? So why don't we just get it right the first time and pay people a living wage? And has the Middle East, our policy, worked for the last 15 years? No. So these are the things that I really care about, and these are the reasons why I'm running, and I hope these are the reasons why that you're here to in part support me, because I really need your support in this campaign. We're off to a great start. We're 2.5 months into it, and we have arguably the best team in politics managing us behind it, and we're doing great. And what we need from you is to share us with your network. How many people think that there's too much money in politics? Show of hands. How many too much money in politics? So everybody agrees that there's too much money in politics, and I'm here to tell you to relax, because it's much worse than you think. And that's the truth. That's been one of the biggest surprises for me entering this race, is just how important money is. And would anybody like to sit and call people for money for a couple hours every day? Who raise your hand? Who wants to join me? Yeah, nobody does. And my other question is, who likes to be called and asked for money by a stranger on the phone? It's like, thank you, yes. Get her name, Ryan, would you? But seriously, so there's there's few things in this world that are more uncomfortable than asking people for money for a cause, but this is one that I have to do that. And I know you bought a ticket here, and I'm grateful for that support, but if there's anything else that you're willing to do, that's the sad reality of it until we can get Citizens United changed. So, yes, thank you. And that, it's ironic. I have to raise a lot of money in order to decry the use of money in politics. It's one of the bitter ironies, but I'll run the greatest campaign there ever was, but if I don't raise enough, that's the sad reality. So anything that you can do, johnfetterman.com, and just understand how uncomfortable it is to ask friends that are already out here doing that. But again, blame Ryan. He's the one that put me up to it. But seriously, thank you guys for being here. Thank you all the bands. Thanks to Rex. Thanks everybody. Thank my lovely wife Giselle. Would you like to say anything?
Yeah. No, just thank you guys for. Yeah.
Lovely wife Giselle. So again, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, and enjoy the show. Thank you.